Hey, what's happening, guys? Welcome back to the Monster Bass channel. My name is Jeremy with Fish Lone Star. If you've not yet subscribed to my channel, hit the link below in the description. It'll take you there. Go sub. I would appreciate your support. Today, we are out on a lake, as you can see behind me, that is extra froggy. So that's what we're going to throw today, is a frog, but not just any frog. We are throwing today, let me show you, the fat bastard frog that came in your June topwater box. And for me, I got the white one with that pink and white legs. Those are not trimmed. That's actually how it comes. I'm going to fish this right out of the box. I'm not bending the hooks out. I'm going to fish it right out of the box and see if we can't catch some fish on topwater. Should be a fun morning. In the afternoon, we may make this a two-part video and then show you how we then adjust as the sun gets higher to different water columns. So stay tuned for that. I'll let you know at the end, but for now, let's go smash some on a frog. All right, so this frog is new to me. I've not used it before, but I do like the way the plastic sets up in terms of the texture and the way those hooks really expose on hook set. Like I said, I'm going to leave it just like this. I'm not going to bend the hooks out or anything. The legs are already not short, but trimmed, so I don't need to trim those. We're going to fish it just like this around some of this grass area and grass edges. And before we've got some good cloud cover, so before the clouds go away and the sun comes out, let's see if we can't catch some fish on this frog. I'm using my Tactical Elite TFO rod. It is a 7/4 extra heavy moderate, although the extra heavy makes up for the moderate portion. So it's got a soft tip, allows for very accurate cast. Throwing it on 50-pound braid. You can use 50 or 65-pound braid, but definitely braid if you're throwing frogs. And a Super Duty reel is what I'm using by Lew's. I just like to drag on this in case one gets buried in that grass. I can pull it out. So that's what we got. That's what we're working with. That's the equipment and the gear. Let's see if we can get one to bite now. There's one. Oh, got him. All right. All right, so that one was actually in the open water. Came out and hit that. And you'll see that hook got him right in the top of the mouth. He wasn't getting away. Now you'll notice what I done on that hook set. I let him kind of take it, and I looked back to make sure the frog was gone, and it was, and then set the hook. So many times people set the hook really quickly on a frog fish, and in my opinion, you just don't need to set it that fast. Let them eat it for a minute, turn their head and swim down, and then set the hook, and you'll find that you'll stick them pretty good. All right, let's let this one go. Go a little 2.5 pounder to start the morning, see if we can't catch some more. So what we're doing is we're targeting these pockets in this heavy grass, but we're shooting past it and then kind of slightly bringing it in with a couple of quick twitches and jerks, which allows that bait to kind of shoot side to side, that frog, and then just almost kind of letting it sit. Now, when you're out here in some of the little bit of wind, even when your bait's sitting, sometimes you can draw a lot of bites because the rubber tails or the legs on that frog will still move in the wind. So something to consider. You don't always have to be moving your frog to catch fish. In fact, sometimes those pauses is where it's at. Now you'll notice right when I pulled that up, I squeezed it to get the water out. What happens a lot of times with frogs, because you're pulling it and jerking it, is a lot of water comes in through the nose. So keep some super glue on your boat. I do not have any today. I ran out, but keep some super glue on your boat. You can just put some glue right around that little hole right there, and it'll prevent some of that water from coming in, and you won't have to squeeze it quite as much. But that happens with pretty much every frog. So here, there's a grass edge right there, so I'm going to target down that grass edge and see if I can draw a fish out to strike before I go up there and approach it with the boat. And then we'll just do the same as we go down this bank line. We'll target the grass edges and also the pockets in here as well with the frog. The sun's almost too high though, so we're going to see if we can get 1 or 2 more bites before the frog bite will likely shut off. Oh, he got it. No, he missed it. I can see my frog still sitting there. So he kind of swiped at it, but didn't hit it. Now, if you ever heard the saying hook sets are free, it's because you can swing on them all day even if you miss. It doesn't cost you anything. So I should have swung just in just to make sure he was there. But also normally we'll have a Cinco tied on where I can just pitch right back in there. Normally you can get another fish to bite right after you miss on a frog with a Cinco. In this particular case, I'm just going to toss the frog back in there. Don't know if he'll come back, but we'll see if I can get him to come back and eat this frog. There's one. That was not a very good hook set. I hope he stays on. Oh, so you got in that grass? He's there, but he's in the grass. Decent fish too. All right. There's all the grass that came with him. I didn't actually even get a hook in him. Watch. I literally just came out of his mouth. I told you it wasn't a very good hook set, but I just kept him pinned the whole time and got him. It was a fun little catch. A little 2.5, not quite pushing 3. This one's a short fish, but he's pretty fat. And we're just targeting the outsides of those grass edges over there. And the fish are eating bait fish right on the edges. So we're just targeting right around those grass lines. And number 2, that was fun. All right, guys, unfortunately, we got a 3-hour delay this morning due to rain and some really bad storms blowing through. So we kind of run out of the prime time, if you will, to catch frogs. Now, it's in June, and we were throwing that fat bastard frog that came in the June Monster Bass topwater box. This is an unaltered frog I took right out of the box and went to catching fish. I really like the hook angle. Here we've got some really big heavy hooks, so throw a heavy rod if you can. Throw braid as well. You're gonna have a much better hookup ratio because you're gonna be able to penetrate those hooks into the fish's mouth. And in this particular case, usually frogs come with really long legs. These were about the right size, so I did not have to alter them or cut them at all. They were just perfect. So right out of the box, fat bastard frog catching fish this morning. Caught a couple. Now here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna be part 2 to this video. All right, so make sure you subscribe to the Monster Bass channel. Look for part 2 coming. We're gonna break down now what we do in the month of June when it's hot. You've got a bunch of kind of pond weed like this, or pond scum, I guess you could say. This lake has a lot of hydrilla, but the sun's now high. The fish are going to do something different. When they were eating frogs this morning, they're going to do something different now. So we're about to transition, tie on some different lures that have come in Monster Bass boxes. Look for part 2 of this video. It will be linked below eventually, but make sure you subscribe right here to the Monster Bass channel. If you've not yet, go subscribe to my channel, Fishing Lone Star. My name is Jeremy. Hey, Monster Bass, go catch one.